ain't gonna lie. Like, top bad type of reader. We love the opinions, especially when they're not necessarily everybody's opinions. In this particular instance, I think most of the comment section agrees with him. But the one thing that you did bring to light is the fact that we assumed Callie's dead. And up until you said that, I had accepted her death. And then you brought a very, very well articulated theory that we don't know that Callie's dead. We thought she was dead, and then we learned she stayed alive for a little bit more. And this isn't just regular random chick. This is chick with superpowers. So the same way she can make somebody turn invisible, or she can move an item across the room, can she not keep her blood from spilling too much? Oh, and also, by the way, that blood that we were looking to extinguish ourselves for because it was going to make the whole world more dangerous just by people having access to it, it's in Callie too. And so she sits there dying with all that blood. Why did not Terminator lady be like, yo, somebody get me a beaker and some goddamn cotton? Like, the blood is right here, bitch. Like, the blood, like, we got the, I know it's not L, but at least it's L-esque, right? So I don't know, like, there's a lot of things like that. But having said all that, there's something that I really liked about this finale. And I know y'all will disagree with me vehemently, more than likely. I, for one, I like it when a serious finale is drawn out. I hate it when it's cut and we're just like, well, what happened? You know, and you were forced to use like our imagination to, did they live happily ever after? Or, I get they kind of did a version of that with Elle and the theory, but I like the fact that they did not shortchange us on what happens with the older kids. Oh, one goes to college, one's a theater, one dropped out for a little bit, one's a teacher. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that we heard about they did that whole little Dungeons and Dragons scene where we get to find out the theories of what's going to happen with each of the couples in that little Dungeons and Dragons clique. I like the fact that, I know Hopper, I know she's not happy with the ring size, and you shouldn't be. But I like the fact that there was at least something conclusive, because they could have just let them date or not even address that whole thing after that. So I like the fact that they took the time to conclude the story in a better way than Peacemaker did, where they just basically did an hour concert and waste. That was a bigger waste of time, in my opinion. I feel like people that kind of been dealing with Stranger Things fatigue since like the fourth season, and have just kind of been like, look, let's get it on already. Oh, they're so old, blah, blah, blah. And so I went into this with a mind that tried to sustain that belief. I watched it with my 15-year-old daughter, right? Who, when this first was debuting, was I think about 4 or 5, right? And I was telling her, I was like, yo, I know this isn't sci-fi, so to speak. It's not even necessarily fantasy. It's kind of borderline horror sci-fi. It's kind of not. And somebody argued with me in the household, was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I was like, it's kind of like their Star Wars a little bit. All right, now I know it's not Star Wars. I know, nowhere near it. But hold on, from our perspective, right? This is, and by then there will be like prequels and sequels, and it's kind of a generational, phenomenon. And so I tried to look at it through that. Now, LB, I do have an argument about, sharpen the axe